finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And how about the year he's put together? I mean, he is in the top 10 in passing in college football, obviously. And obviously, they're talking about him for the Heisman. But just a guy you've been able to trust, a dynamic passer, throwing the football all over the yard. This team has been built on him, and he's had an unbelievable season.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's sharp. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you've got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Running back searching for a hole. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Really nice job by the quarterback. Hey, a lot of quarterbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cuse. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he is smashing people. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Running to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
The inside handoff. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And here comes the offense on second down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Finds a man in the middle. Flying out to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Orange.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll try the right side. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Buys a little extra time. Looking down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll throw it on first down. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point splits the uprights. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The give to the right. He breaks a tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Rousseau. Lets it fly. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been the height of efficiency here in the first half, David, and you've got to think they're going to try to click it right down the field here.
When you're looking at your playbook and it's worked so well in the first half, I'm going to continue to do what I've been doing, Palmer, because it's been all gas.
Pollock, that's right. Strike while the iron's hot, too, before this defense gets to going at halftime to potentially make some adjustments, show you some different looks in the second half. Whatever you've been doing, it's working. Keep it up.
He's got him this time. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
To the air, it's Rousseau. Throws to the wideout. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to move it through the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He looks that one in nicely. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And, man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Handoff from the gun. And they're able to get him down.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Looking deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the beatdown has ensued. On to attempt the try. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly. Gonna let it fly. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watched the film. They watched this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Using his legs to buy some time. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. It's complete. Touchdown, Cuse. And the stomping has commenced. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse 49, South Carolina 0.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked.
He's going to let it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how about this defense? Really answering the challenge so far today. This offense, you've seen like last week. I mean, they can throw for touchdowns and big yards and big chunk plays. Defense has answered the call, played the deep ball well, played discipline, making this offense really earn everything they get.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Just plowing ahead. He's got 93 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing.
And how about that on third down? You give it to your playmaker in the backfield, and he's able to use his speed to go get the first.
And he's a guy that you should be focusing on with this offense. He's definitely a game breaker. He's a guy that they starred, going into this matchup that they had to stop. Third down, money down. You figured they might probably get him the football. They do, and they get the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a third down as as they line up after the break. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. Coming after him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Orange. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Jacksonville State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Trying to escape and get it himself. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Going deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the punishment has been extended. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The run to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, what a spin. And he picks up the 1st down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. They're going to test that run defense to the right here.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. And now on second down for this offense. Here's the handoff. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy second down situations with some positive runs on first down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Fast motion from the offense. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's right on target. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
They're bringing heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but just live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. This is what an elite team